Good morning, guys. CJ Adams here. We are down at the Blackfish Dock, or Black Hawk Dock, sorry. We're going to talk about some blackfishing. But Black Hawk Dock in Nyack. Take this mask down so you can hear me. But we have a combo trip coming up tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. No, that's the only one.
What are we doing?
Well,
We're live.
we're talking blackfish. I thought we were, I had blackfish on my mind, so I said we're down at the Blackfish Dock first. But
A Blackfish Dock on the Black Hawk?
Yeah. We want to go over a few things, guys, with the Blackfish trip combos coming up.
Stay 6 feet away from me.
You came in on me.
I know, sorry.
You know, we get a lot of different customers. Everybody wants to go blackfishing until we actually go blackfishing. Blackfishing is an art. It's tricky at times. You drop it to the bottom, and sometimes guys don't get a bite, or they lose a lot of bait, they don't catch a fish. They get very discouraged.
They lose a couple of sinkers and they want to go back to clams.
Patience is key with blackfishing. I do a lot of it. Matt and I, a couple other guys, we go on our days off. We're pretty good at it. We like to do a lot of it. And then there's some guys that struggle with it, and a lot of it is patience. You got to give yourself some time to learn how these things are biting, get a bite going, building a bite, changing your bait. I see guys all the time. They'll hook a crab on, drop it to the bottom, reel it up.
15 minutes later, the same crab is still there.
And then they'll send it right back to the bottom. You got to change that bait. You got to get them biting.
We got guys that fish with us that are good black fishermen. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of them every day.
That's
And
true.
you get 2 or 3 hot shots that are on the boat that'll catch their limit, and guys alongside of them don't get a bite or can't feel a bite, and they get discouraged and want to quit. You got to have the patience of Job. It is a particular fishery, by far the hardest we do.
It's a
I
tough
mean,
one, yeah.
You know, the sea bass, the porgies, even the codfish, put the clam on, drop it to the bottom, they climb on, you got them. You know,
Some of the guys-
blackfish altogether different.
Some of the guys, they get discouraged after 5 minutes and they put clams on. That's going to ruin the bite a little bit. The blackfish aren't going to really eat the clams. They want the crabs. You got to stick with what we're doing. People get discouraged, I get it, but the little tips: change the bait, put the bait on the right way, use the right amount of lead,
Use the right hook, the right amount of lead.
braided line, the right rod and reel. I mean, there's all these little things you can do. The spinning rods, I know a lot of guys use jigs at times, but in this deep water we're fishing in Block Island, they're not very successful for what I've seen. And the spinning rods are tough, but get yourself some better tackle. For one, braided line and the right hook. We're using a 4-0.
You know, we're not trying to sell you tackle.
But we want you to catch it.
We're not in the tackle business, but if you catch them, we're heroes. If you don't catch them, we're bums. I mean, that's all there is to it. We're only as good as you.
We've been tied up for a day or two now because of the weather. I know everybody says
that's another thing. I mean, if people, we're fishing every day. Today it's blowing 30 northwest. I understand you get disappointed that we call and cancel the trip, but there's not much we can do about it. I mean,
we don't want to cancel. I don't get paid. I don't get paid. I don't eat if we cancel.
We make our living at this, but you got to understand that weather is a big part of this now, a large part of it, from now until when we quit mid-January. And I mean, we're going to lose a lot of days. There's no question about it. But hang in there and have some patience, and you know, we'll do what we can with what we got. Well, tomorrow looks nice.
Tomorrow's a nice day.
The wind's supposed to drop out. We're definitely going tomorrow.
It's supposed to be a little warmer too. I know
Well,
today's a little chilly, but
we might do a little black fishing. We might. We've got plenty of crabs, so
we got plenty of crabs. It's our combo trip. We'd like to move a few more of these trips to combo trips to get everybody acclimated on a mixed bag of fish. The black fishing for one. We're coming off a nice trip. We had a private charter a few days ago, and we had some big blackfish, some nice stuff, up to 11, 12 pounds, something like that. A few 8s, 9s, you know. So it's encouraging. We're excited to get out there tomorrow and get anchored up and see if we can get some of those nice fish coming.
do we have more picks?
I think we have one. Yeah.
The other ones, I see the things busted off there. Anyhow, but that's the scoop. There's a lot to it. We're just down here today. You know, this is the part of the fishery that the people don't see. I mean, today we're taking oil samples. We're taking oil samples of the engines and transmissions. They do it every third oil change. What else are we doing?
Fixing rods.
Fixing rods. I checked all the batteries to make sure the water was all up. I mean, just regular maintenance that the people don't see. You know, you don't see what we're waiting for the fuel truck to get here to fuel it up and greasing everything. We greased the rudder shafts back there and all the running gear and everything. You know, I mean, it's just there's a lot that like in any business that the customer just doesn't see, but it's got to be done. We stay on top of it.
We get it done. We get it done.
Okay, I'm going back to work. You can continue.